Welcome to the Kind Hub, where we pause to remember what truly connects us all. We celebrate real-life heroes making a difference through selfless random acts of kindness. Discover how one small gesture can bridge the gap between strangers.
We haven't seen anybody else yet.
Sometimes it only takes one brave moment to change the outcome. True kindness and courage don't disappear with time. If you were there, what choice would you make? Being a hero isn't about badges or titles. It's about noticing a child in danger and stepping in. Kinsey's calm, brave, and skillful actions saved a life.
Or 11 reading, 12 reading.
River 13, we're on our way. I copy. Bravo 42 Central.
Air 1 spotted a boat flipped in open water. One man clung on, fighting the current. Rescuers rushed in, risking everything to pull him to safety. A powerful reminder, the water shows no mercy, courage saves lives.
We're checking the surrounding area to make sure there's nobody else spreading water in.
Everyone Central, yeah, we've been looking, and we'll look after they secure this mail, but we haven't seen anybody else yet, obviously. Copy. You got any kind of a marker, anchor, anything, drop it at that spot, please.
Central, only occupant.
10-4.
62 Central, we got one on the boat.
10-4.
Sergeant Richard picked up on the danger before anyone else did. As others hesitated, still processing what was happening, he was already in motion. Without a second thought, he charged forward and pulled the little girl clear of the truck's path, a split-second reaction driven purely by instinct. Her hearing loss left her unaware of the danger approaching. There was no scream, no warning, only a railway worker who noticed what she couldn't hear. He moved fast, calm under pressure, and changed the outcome in seconds. Sometimes life is saved not by luck, but by someone who's paying attention. In Poland, a truck driver takes dad mode to the highway, teaching a litterbug a lesson. Sometimes the best tough love is standing up for what's right, even on the road.
This brave man is attempting to free this.
Most people would have stayed back. A wild deer, trapped and panicking, is dangerous enough. But this man didn't see a threat. He saw an animal that couldn't help itself. He stepped in, freed the rope from its antlers, and showed that real courage means acting when it's safer not to.
got it. Good job.
Oh my god, get back!
No one saw it coming. The dog leapt from the second floor, and in the same heartbeat, she moved. No panic, just pure reflex as she caught him. For a brief moment, everyone watching saw a real-life superhero. Keep watching, because what comes next shows this wasn't the only moment that demanded courage. With steady hands and a calm mind, Officer Makia rescued a 3-week-old from choking. Her quick, composed response showed why heroes don't always wear capes, as she also soothed the terrified family in what could have been a tragic moment. It was almost too late. The train tracks were closing in, and everything could have ended in seconds. But someone stepped in. No hesitation, no attention needed. Just real-life superheroes showing that courage is still alive. In Caracas, a tiny kitten found itself stuck, and people didn't just watch. Strangers came together, lending hands and hearts to get it out safely. It wasn't a show, it was community in action. He asked for 3 workers, and they stepped forward without asking about pay. Instead of hard labor, he gave them something unexpected, a chance to fly. Inside a skydiving tunnel, they laughed and screamed with joy. He paid them a full day's wages, not for the work, but because everyone deserves to feel happiness, even for one day. Walking away is the easy choice. Standing up for what's right takes real courage. This man proved that bravery isn't about fighting, it's about stepping in to protect those who need it most. He didn't have a badge or emergency training, just a plumber who knew how to keep his hands steady. When a swarm of bees sent everyone else into panic, he didn't run. He stepped straight toward them, calm and focused, and handled it himself. No uniform, no applause, just real hero work in real life. Moments like this deserve to be seen. Like, subscribe, and help us share the magic. Working 2 jobs, this mom feared missing her son's birthday. So she asked a delivery driver for help, and kindness showed up dressed as Mickey Mouse. More than a package, she delivered pure joy. One sign is 2 frex, by over dashin', and 1 spring to the days. Small but mighty, the cat proved who's boss on the block, definitely not the dog. Right in the middle of the city, a hidden danger caught someone off guard. What followed could have ended badly, but the people who stepped in changed the feeling of that moment, completely turning something frightening into something unexpectedly warm. An ambulance rushed to save a baby, but traffic brought everything to a standstill. Cars refused to move, sirens went unheard. That's when a biker took action. He rode ahead, waving drivers aside, clearing a path through the chaos. Because of one person's courage, the ambulance got through, and a child got the help they desperately needed. The baby arrived, barely breathing, panic written all over the parents' faces. There was no time for questions. The firefighters moved fast, working on instinct and training, and refused to let the clock win. In moments like that, seconds don't just pass, they decide everything. She spotted a phone left behind and didn't hesitate. She reached out to make sure it got back to its owner. The man rushed off without a word. But before the day ended, he returned with 2 friends. Not for the phone, but to say thank you and to apologize for leaving in such a hurry. That's what kindness does. It comes back when you least expect it. Juggling 4 little boys, she apologized to the line behind her for taking so long at checkout. She looked exhausted just trying to get through the moment. Instead of complaints, kindness stepped in. The women behind her quietly paid for her groceries. Her reaction said everything. Sometimes, strangers show up right when you need them most. After a fire took everything from him, this elderly man was left with nothing and no one. But his village refused to let him face it alone. They showed up with a mattress, furniture, and the basic things he needed to start again. Then they went even further, pooling their money and time to repair his home. This is what community looks like. If only everyone had neighbors like these. To support his daughter, he learned her entire cheer routine. Not because he had to, but because he wanted to. When they performed it together, the result was unforgettable. Sometimes, showing up means stepping into your child's world. Have you ever had a delivery person do something that stuck with you? Tell me about it in the comments. I want to hear your stories. During COVID, when most people were focused on protecting their own circle, he chose to give up a day's work. Not for recognition, not for praise, just to fill grocery bags for people with nowhere to go. It wasn't a grand gesture, but for the ones who received it, it mattered more than he'll probably ever know. That moment was too touching. Suddenly, a bit of dust got in my eye. A hidden bridge, a sudden drift, 5 co-workers left fighting icy water. CAL FIRE crews moved fast, hauling everyone to safety. A reminder that even the coldest moments can turn warm. When the right people show up, alone in the vast ocean, the dog fights against the waves, every moment a struggle. Then the Coast Guard cuts through the distance, moving fast. What could have ended in tragedy is turned into salvation, all thanks to swift, decisive action.
Watch out.
Who says age limits joy? Look at him hop, stride, and chuckle freely. That walking stick isn't slowing him down one bit, his energy says it all. He was hurting, struggling on his own. Then a stranger showed up with genuine care. In that single act, suffering gave way to gratitude.